make every country's national anthem U2's With or Without You. Please put your hands together and welcome Ajeet Kaur. Louder. Yes.
I can't sing, but I'm going to start with a few lyrics of one of my favorite songs. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us of how it used to be. Everybody is searching for a hero. The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston says it all for me when it comes to children. Life for children today is not as simple as a song. Not every child has access to education, feels protected, and is empowered. To achieve this, all of us here today have to be heroes for the children that we know and the children that we do not know. I need your help. It takes a village to raise a child, and I cannot do this alone. Let me give you a reality check. Children today are faced with diverse issues ranging from child marriages, bullying, child sexual abuse, and most importantly, lack of appropriate quality sex education in school. While we choose to be oblivious to it, the reality is today children are having sex at a younger age. Let that sink in for a moment. Most children today do not know that there is a legal minimum age to have sex. It scares me that the school system has failed our children who require this information. Children are curious beings. We cannot stop that. We have to encourage that. By the time puberty hits, raging hormones drive them to be sexually curious. And you know what? That is fine. At this vulnerable period in a child's life, transition to adulthood, I do not want a stranger to talk to my children about sex and sexuality, and neither should you. Now you know what we're up against, so please stand by me to be heroes for our children. So what do we need? Firstly, we need age-appropriate sex education in school. Malaysia has ratified the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child in 1995. But you know what? There are 5 remaining reservations. Those reservations must be removed. Children cannot be discriminated against. All children, regardless of their ethnic background, their legal status, must have access to education. And I'm talking about quality education, as without education, they cannot be protected and they certainly cannot be empowered. On the issue of empowerment, we must also empower the parents of these children. I'm so glad that you brought up that today is International Day for Gender Equality, because I believe that gender-sensitive programs must be introduced in schools. Bridge that trust gap between teachers and students, parents and children. For me, that is important. Okay, we cannot escape this topic. Technology, good or evil. The influence of technology is undeniable on children. I had attended a seminar recently and the statistics scared me. I'm a mother of 2. And I was shocked to find out that 93% of children, Malaysian children, are online. And out of this 93%, 80% believe, you know what, it's okay to speak to strangers online because I'm smart, I'm not gullible, and I will not fall prey to sexual predators. And you know what? The police statistics say something else. In the year 2016, 183 rape cases, the victims had met their predators online. In the first 5 months of 2017, the first 5 months, 117 rape cases had met their predators online. Children between the ages, the highest numbers of rape cases are children between the ages of 13 and 15. They are the most vulnerable. It's important to know that early adapters of technology and content are children and not adults. So what should we do? Some of you may be thinking, shutting internet access should solve all problems. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not an option. I say to you that we and our policymakers must ensure that children are safe online. Online safety must be made compulsory in schools. Service providers must ensure that children are protected. For children, popularity is far more important than privacy. For adults, privacy is more important than popularity. So parents out there, please stay current with issues that affect children. I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever been bullied? If you have, please raise your hand. Because I have. This is an issue that's close to my heart. Data by MCMC shows that 62% of children online have been bullied. What do we do about this? Out of this 62%, 58% of those that were bullied were girls. Shocking, correct? Stopping bullying in schools are not going to solve problems. As I said earlier, we have to be current with issues facing children. We have to push the policymakers, we have to push politicians to come up with comprehensive policies against bullies during school hours, outside school hours, as well as online. There must be safe places for children to go to report these bullies without fear of being picked on, without fear of retribution, and without fear of losing their popularity. Child rights must be made the priority for all politicians and policymakers. Listen, listen, and listen to our children when they speak. They have a right to be heard and they have a right to express their views. Children must be allowed to start presenting their ideas and encouraged to debate in a civilized manner. For I ask you a question, just think about this. As who will our leaders of tomorrow be if not our children of today? Do or do not? There is no try. Join me on the child rights side of the force to educate, protect and empower our children. Thank you.